Welcome back, everybody, to Rasputin Gaming Presents. This is our continuing Platinum Trophy playthrough for Mass Effect Legendary Edition. We are in Mass Effect 3. This is episode 56 across all three games. And today we are going to address our first of many DLC missions. This is called From Ashes. And we're going into this one for two reasons. We want to pick up a new weapon, and we also want an ability that'll become available to us so that we can work on our trophy, the Sky High trophy. Um, Additionally, we get for a third item, we get a new squad member. So let's go ahead and jump into it. We need to go to Eden Prime in the Utopia cluster. So we can leave the Citadel where we were before. Wasteland, I'm just checking to see if we got everything picked up that we needed to. Scanned all these systems. We haven't scanned in this one yet. Or this one. So this is the From Ashes mission. Oh my god, let me check over here. So 42% in here. Wow, that was crazy. Yeah, so we need to go to the Utopia cluster here in the Exodus system. Oh my god, I'm killing myself. So here we are. It's already 100%. You can see in the upper left of the assets recovered. We got a green outer ring. That means there are other systems we could fly to. So Asgard is the only one over here, and it's 20%. Let's... wow, it's going to be a long ways away. So let's just go ahead and enter, and we will do the DLC mission. Thought for a minute there we would take a detour, but we're not going to. Let's enter orbit. Eden Prime. Remember from the very first game. So similarly, we need to recover a Prothean Artifact. We'll take the same two we always take, EDI and Liara. Seems to work best for the way I play the game. So let me look at sniper rifles. Mantis, Raptor, Viper. Problem with the Viper is the damage so less. You get a 3-round burst, but the accuracy is about the same and damage is less. So I struggle with that one. And the Raptor is just a burst firing sniper rifle, so it doesn't really work for us. So we're just gonna rock with what we have here. We'll confirm these. 6, we're saving those 6 points. EDI has 3 now. I think I pretty much want to wait on Incinerate. So it gets additional burn damage, or we recharge faster. So right now it's what, 10.5 seconds? This is 9 seconds. So it can make a lot of difference in the fight. So we'll probably wait for that. And I like this aspect right here. It will burn down damage, so it does 50% more damage. You see that to armored targets. So that 780 really becomes about 1030 or so, something like that. So we're going to leave it right here. The only other thing you might want to do, maybe it works for you guys, is if you like the decoy, you get an increased duration. If you get this up far enough, you can see it increases the shields, recharge speeds. You can actually start damaging enemies with the decoy. The problem is it's just hard to control where the decoy goes. And here you can get even more damage. So I don't usually go any farther than we did already. Liara's got 3 points. So you could put her in warp ammo, which is actually pretty good ammunition. Incendiary ammo. Let me check this one real quick. Yeah, we didn't take the explosive burst. So it might be worthwhile to you. You could put two points in stasis if you want, which gets you the recharge. We haven't used it that much because we're throwing down singularities so much. But it does make sense after a while. The duration effects, you can keep increasing. You can also start to damage targets before the stasis breaks, which is really nice. And then the bubble is nice too. It's similar to the singularity deal. So I don't know if you want to go that way. You can also go warp ammo, which is actually some really good ammunition. So for opponents that are lifted, you can see that already lifted by biotics, you do bonus damage. So it's good to arm her with her own warp ammo, especially when you're throwing down singularities. And damage is increased to lifted targets, and then she gets some more damage bonuses as well. So you can grab 2 of these if you want, or a second stasis and 1 of these. Or you can save for warp. By the way, we're getting to a good point with warp. So you see right here, damage by 30%. Or combo detonations. We don't combo a lot with warp right now, so we wouldn't go with this one, but we would go with more damage. And damage and duration, those are nice. And even more so. So it kind of gets to the point where you're buying a little bit more damage. So from 362 to 437. So it gets pretty good. But I'm going to go the warp damage route, or warp ammo with our 3 points on her. So we'll confirm, and then we can get on with the mission. So we spent a little time there prepping, but I wanted to talk you through some of that stuff.
This is where it all began.
Yes, it is, as we mentioned already.
Where the Prothean beacon gave you the vision that warned us about the Reapers.
Eden Prime also marks Saren's first major attack with the Geth.
Yes. And now with Cerberus here, Eden Prime's colonists are under attack again.
Seems like more than just 3 years ago.
Records indicate that you lost a squad mate on Eden Prime.
Yeah.
Yep.
Corporal Jenkins.
Does returning to the colony cause unpleasant memories?
Just one more reason to fight the Reapers.
I hope the motivation is effective.
It will
Cerberus hit
be.
Eden Prime
We're going to kick
hard.
ass and take
Whatever they found
names.
here was worth a major offensive. There are survivors elsewhere on the colony, but they killed everyone near the dig site.
We'll avenge the people of Eden Prime, but our first priority has to be whatever Cerberus has found.
Understood.
Do you have any idea what Cerberus found?
The Alliance didn't get any specifics about what Cerberus has uncovered. Since the original dig site here contained a warning about the Reapers, it could be connected to the Crucible.
I'm bringing you in as close to the dig site as I can. No way we'll avoid detection, but you should have a few minutes.
Understood. All right, everyone, get ready to move.
With luck, we can get to the dig site before Cerberus knows we're here.
Yeah, good luck with that. Likely not to happen. And one of the things you can do before you actually get into the mission, now that I started it, but you could reset it, is update some armor. We did get some new pieces in the last couple missions.
The area appears deserted.
Come on, let's see if we can find the dig site.
Okay, so first thing we want to do is make sure we have this turned on, and we want to make sure she has this turned on.
It was a few
colonists
All right.
rebuilt after Saren's attack. It is likely they will rebuild again after Cerberus is defeated.
I grew up on ships. Lose one, you can always move to another.
Based on observation of the Normandy's crew, I believe most people invest more emotional permanence to ships they serve on.
So those comments right there would be different if you grew up, if you picked a different background. I picked spacer background, so that's why you hear talking about growing up on ships. Computer, we get some more salvage, some credits. We're going to be buying some of the Spectre weapons that were available to us. So that's why I'm making sure that we pick up everything we can, besides just showing you guys where it all is.
Shepard, this Cerberus data could help the colonists still alive on other parts of Eden Prime.
How?
I can get this intel to Eden Prime's resistance. Maybe it will help them fight back against Cerberus.
So this is the first of 3 terminals we need access. And there should be there'll be a button over there we need to access. So we've been through all that.
Bits of Prothean tech sticking out of the ground like an old bone.
Dr. Tassoni, have you ever encountered dinosaur fossils during your digs?
No, dinosaurs and other fossils would be paleontology. I'm an archaeologist. I study artifacts left by sapient species.
All right,
The two
so there you
fields are
go.
completely different, and you were joking.
No, jokes have specific structures. That was messing with you.
So here we go.
There's the elevator.
So we're gonna get some scenes, and then we got to start fighting some guys.
Curtis, that doesn't seem possible. It's not a Prothean artifact, it's a Prothean.
You believe Cerberus has recovered the corpse of a Prothean unmodified by Reaper technology.
Cerberus hasn't uncovered corpses. This Prothean is alive.
You're right.
There are gonna be some guys across the
That doesn't
bridge.
seem possible.
You saw Prothean stasis chambers in the archives on Ilos. The only reason those failed was a lack of power. Cerberus found this in an underground bunker. It still has power. He's been in stasis for the past 50,000 years, waiting for us. Think of what we could learn.
What can you tell me about
Given the Prothean
By
Empire...
galactic.
Yes, and given their similar interests in helping other species, it's clear that they believed in interspecies cooperation.
the way you describe them? They sound.
I'm certain I'm whatever the Protheans were. Finding one alive represents an incredible...
Good thing we brought our.
I hope I can help. If this single...
And let's get him out of there.
No, breaking open the pod would kill him. We also need to figure out how to physically open... Cerberus took over the labs nearby to research what they found at the dig site. That's likely our best bet.
Okay, so now we know what's coming.
There they are!
Overload and singularity. Wow, these guys move so much, there's no chance for headshots. Wow. Smoke right on top of me. Wow, we're just about... We are taking a beating here. Again, an overload and a singularity. And that, folks, is why I like the Viper. Even though single shot you can't do much, if you get that headshot in, it's definitely a kill. She stuck her nugget out for a moment and then moved too fast for me. Come on now. Somehow I missed. Which isn't surprising because I do miss on occasion. Alright. Drop an incinerate on her. Should be enough.
Let's get moving before more of them come back.
Alright, switch weapons. Make a save. We got through that with only a little bit of discomfort. Nemesis can be bad deal for you. So the building we need to enter is this one right here, number 5. Just want to check all around here. Grab some ammo. Overload and singularity. Again, you got to take those engineers down. Okay, overload and a singularity on the Centurion. Another overload and another singularity. Not sure where that other punk is. Centurion, since he smoked us. There he is. Let's see if we can throw a stasis on him. Wow, that's tough that that guy is not dying at all over there. Let me throw a singularity. Alright. So let's head back out over here because really what we needed to do was go, as I mentioned, we need to go into building 5. This one right here. There'll be a terminal in the back of this one. There it is.
More intel to help the colonists. The more we find, the better chance they'll have.
Salvage some equipment for some creds. And then this building over here, number 2. Gonna make a save first. So number 2 is our next one. We need to enter it and go to the back to find the last terminal that we need. Grab some ammo. See, my people don't jump out of buildings like I do. Oops. So let's head on in. Grab the terminal. It's equipment salvage. There it is, terminal.
Perfect. This intel will give Eden Prime's resistance movement a real chance to push Cerberus out of their colony.
All right. Singularity on this guy. Overload on the turret. Wow, really? I'm shooting off that way? Unbelievable. You see, part of the problem is we're behind the door right there. Overload and a singularity. And the turret's getting its shields back. Unfortunately, taking too many hits there. Okay, shield down. Turn red for a minute. We can overload this guy and drop a singularity as well. Smoke two more guys. Just handle them like we have been. We don't have shields on for overload ready yet, which was unfortunate. There he is. Drop a singularity. Always for taking guys out of action. Singularity does that. Here we go, another Centurion. Overload singularity. These guys are pretty good getting the smoke up right on top of you. Or me, as the case may be. Okay, it looks like we're done with them. We should be able to go out this door. We want to head across the way over there. We should be clear. I didn't make a save. Oops, not a good idea. Make a save just in case.
That lab found footage of the Protheans. Cerberus is studying it to figure out how to physically open the pod.
So climb up over the side. Because you can see that door, you just have to bypass it, but you can bypass it the way we did, which is just jumping over it. Medkit for some experience. And then open this door. Terminal we want in front of us. So now we get a bunch more scenes. Reapers. And then we're going to have 5 Guardians. Those are the guys with the shield. If you don't have the mail slot yet, you certainly can get it in the next section by popping those guys. Yeah. So that's all the Prothean stuff you see.
How many have we lost?
See, there we
Reaper
go.
forces have destroyed approximately 300,000 life pods.
Third of our people.
They were basically dead. They only had 1 million people left anyways, which 300,000 a third of.
Cannot be sealed. Hostiles detected.
Then all forces to the north.
I think I can duplicate that to open the life pod.
You understood that?
You didn't?
No. All I saw was static. Cerberus was trying to make sense of it without success. The Prothean cipher you received on Pharaohs, it lets you see the images as a Prothean would and understand their language.
Whatever
Sweet.
it does, I saw the video and how they sealed the life pod.
Perfect. Then we just need this.
Okay, level 42. Let's check our squad. 10 points now. We're still saving it though. 5 for Edie. So we're going to bump up Incinerate some more. So burn damage or recharge speed. I want the recharge speed at this point. And Liara's got 2 points, which isn't enough to bump anything. So we'll confirm. We'll make a save. Bypass door. Remaining data pod is going to be this way. And just follow the path. You can do it on the outside if you want, but I suggest going inside. Give you the cover that you need. Allow you to pick up any extra creds and stuff that we find.
They were gunned down while having drinks and watching the game. This isn't a military stronghold, it's somebody's home.
It appears that Cerberus cares little for civilian casualties.
lab found footage of the Protheans. Cerberus is studying it to find the stasis deactivation signal.
And if you remember, we've been in here before already. Hit the pod, hit the door. And here come the scenes. Go into Prothean mode. Don't forget to friend and follow us on Twitch, you guys. Much appreciated. Like to have you in chat. We can talk it up. If you're on YouTube, go ahead and hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. It's much appreciated. Trying to get to 100 subscribers. We've been doing pretty good the last week or so. So appreciate you coming along for the ride. Hitting that button doesn't cost you a thing, and it helps me. You don't even get the annoying notifications if you don't hit the bell as well. And I'm good either way. There's some channels I subscribe to that I hit the notifications and some I don't, so whichever works for you. I try to put out content pretty regularly, about every other day as we get through this. I'm trying to make a big push to get this one finished, and then we're going to finish up Horizon Forbidden West, and then we'll jump into Elden Ring, which I'm sure you guys are all super excited about. So. Alright. With all that, it should be coming back to us.
Yeah. I've got the signal the Protheans use to activate stasis mode.
Excellent. Then we have everything we need to open the pod. Backup forces are here.
So you just have to take these guys. He's in the air. Hit him with a singularity. Keep him in the air. Should get a 2-for-1 deal. Look at that. There's two guys right there. Just try and put all kinds of shots down range.
Got it.
Well, I didn't want her on the outside. I wanted her on the inside. There we go. Overlord the engineer and throw a singularity. And then hopefully we can get him killed before he drops a turret. Then it's just a matter of, wow, this guy is flying all over the place. I'm never sure on those guys if it's worth picking up an adrenaline burst charge for that or not. It's so many guys wind up in the air. Can't make a save. Be careful opening the door. There's a turret. Oh, two turrets. Singularity. Wow, that's the turret I want right there. But I'm not really being allowed to hit it. Wow, look at my health just rip right off. Okay, I gotta move away a little bit because I was getting smoked. By the turrets. Airmail his ass. Where's this other piece of shit turret at? All blown up?
Yes.
Alright, combat engineer putting down more turrets. Combat engineer overload and singularity. Overload. Warp. Oh, we lost one. Bring him back, get my health back up. Guy got actually inside the building. Overload. And incinerate and a warp. 2 should be good enough. Alright, we should be able to make a save now. We can. Awesome. Do it. I'm going to overwrite Eden Prime right here.
They have retracted the bridge. We'll need to locate the controls.
No time. Let's find another way across.
So there's ladders on the other side. We just drop down. Keep following the path. To get to the other side, there's the ladder. And then the other ladder up right there. Looking for ladder down. There it is in the corner. And we saw this before. This was the very first building we dealt with. There's the pod over there. So make a save right before the pod. You're going to activate it. Enemies will spawn. You're going to need to deal with them.
I'm transmitting the signal.
Perfect. It'll take a few moments for the life pod to process it. Cerberus has heavy forces incoming. We'll need to hold this position.
Secure the target.
Grenade throw right at my feet. No, none of that surprises you guys. Incinerate on that fool. Take him down while he's burning. Maybe take him down while he's burning. There we go. Reload. Singularity. It'll explode and kill him. You don't have to waste the ammunition. Come some more. Overload and singularity. Somehow the overload didn't destroy all the shields. That's the first time. Oh, we don't have this. Put incinerate. Kind of hoping we'd have a singularity available. I'm not sure why we still don't. It's taken a minute. Here we go. Overload and singularity. Overload is definitely not working on the engineer shields. Not like we like it to. Another singularity. These guys are far enough away we can. Oh, I thought that was a hit. This guy get ready to throw a grenade. Singularity him. Inferno that guy. Ooh. Ammunition is low. Put him in another singularity. There's the other guy. Singularity on him. All right, there we go.
Or set up preparations for the next wave.
Has the life pod ended stasis mode? It should not be.
Make a save while you can.
Much longer. We should look for ways to hamper the enemy's approach.
I can lay down a singularity to block enemy access.
Heavy mech inbound.
Okay, so this is all a bunch of donkey piss if you ask me. I don't even know how these guys got in here to get us.
Right away.
But we're gonna take a back seat to all that.
Got it.
I will. Doing it now. Right.
Come on, where are you? Because you want to take out the ground troops first. The mech is the mech. You can just deal with him. No, we can't even hit him. Convenient how when I'm lined up, turns the other way. Oh, this is not good enough to hide behind. Then the stupid control is unbelievable. That when you're trying to sprint, it runs, and when you're Come on, get in cover! Fuck. So I'm just gonna... Oh. I gotta drop an overload on it. Oh. This is what's frustrating, trying to hit the canopy, the cockpit. Maybe I can do it again from over here. Let's try. So we're going to kill the mech, actually, it looks like, instead of being able to. Doesn't really matter how many times. We're not going to be able to break open the cockpit. So with that being said, hit him with the last incinerate. Switch back. We're trying to hijack one, so since have not been able to, I can't imagine I'm going to be able to do it on insanity difficulty. So when we come back and get the trophy for a fully upgraded weapon, we'll have to hijack a mech on easy difficulty. And now all we have to do is kill the rest of the dudes wherever they are. There they are. Alright, whoa, holy shit, how did that happen? That's pretty rough.
I'm on it. Got it.
Trying to get my crew back in here, but apparently they're not coming.
At one, right.
I'm on it.
Affirmative.
Okay, here they come. Warp should be enough to kill that guy. Not quite. We singularity them.
There. You can open the life pod now.
Alright, let's check and see. I kind of don't believe it. Let's make a save. So that looks like if you pop back in that back corner like that, you can knock out the mech, and then the guys will, you kill a few guys, and then a bunch of guys dropped in right here behind you. But you're not going to be able to get the hijack trophy on Insanity. Their covers just aren't breaking. And then we'll be done with this mission as well.
There, you've got it.
Don't forget to friend and follow us on Twitch. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. I'm showing you how to kind of cheese through some of this stuff. I'm letting you know what you're not going to be able to knock out. We're going to have to come back on easy and try and do. There's a Prothean. Nice eyeballs. Not sure why you would have eyes like that. I'm not sure what it does for you, having double irises or double pupils with quadruple eyes.
He's confused. Remember, it's been 50,000 years for us, but for him, it's only been...
A few minutes.
No, the bunker is falling. There is no other option.
There are pods online. Those soldiers are still alive.
Their sacrifice will be honored in the coming Empire. Preparing neutron bombardment. Get to your life pod now.
Alright, now we're getting some answers.
Neutron bombardment underway. The bunker is secure, Commander Traffic.
What is left of it? A few hundred people. How am I to rebuild an empire from that?
Further adjustments may be necessary. The neutron purge compromised the facility.
Clarify.
Sensors are damaged. Automated reactivation is not an option.
What?
You'll remain in stasis until a new culture discovers this bunker. This may lead to a power shortage.
Oh
Do not shut
no!
off more pods. I need the few that are left.
Power needs will be triaged appropriately.
Oh no!
You will be the voice of our people.
Orale!
Be more than that.
And there you go. All the answers what happened to the Protheans at the end and everything.
How many others?
Just you. You can understand me?
Yes. Now that I have read your physiology, your nervous system, enough to understand your language.
So you were reading me while I was seeing...
Our last moments. Our failure.
Your people did everything they could. They never gave up. And I could use some of that commitment now.
Shepard, whatever you did got Cerberus interested.
Asari. Human. Synthetic. This is not a good beginning.
It's not
Yeah.
safe here.
So much.
Will you join us?
You fight the Reapers,
Yes.
then we will see.
Alright. New squad member. We're gonna go to the med lab later on, get some new powers. Here you go. Don't forget to friend and follow us on Twitch. Like the video, subscribe to the channel.
A living Prothean.
That's correct, Admiral. But he's not quite what we expected.
Commander, our scientists barely understand what they need to do here. If the Prothean can help us construct this device, we need his cooperation.
Understood,
Then you
Admiral.
shall have it.
We're losing colonies faster than we can evacuate. We've never seen a force like the Reapers.
He has, Admiral.
Can he help us?
I intend to find out.
Good. Cerberus slipped up and gave us a new weapon. Don't let it go to waste. Hack it out.
Alright, we're gonna do some maintenance here at the end of the mission.
Shepard, I need you down in
Stuff
the
I
port
told you
cargo
about
hold.
already.
It's about our new guest.
I'm on my way.
Okay, heading down for some more scenes.
What's the problem?
I've tried to make the room more accommodating, but they're not letting me talk to him.
Apologies, Doctor. Contact protocol with a new species. Assume hostility. We had to dust off the regulations.
Get him, Shep.
But he's not new. I've spent my life studying Protheans.
At ease. I don't think our guest will be a problem. Will he?
That depends on you. I can sense fear in you, anxiety and distress. The Reapers are winning.
What do you mean, you sense?
Tell us, tell us.
Provides clues for those who can read them. It is in your cells, your DNA.
Then what exactly did I experience back on Eden Prime? That was a hell of a...
The battle left its own mark on me. I communicated this to you. It can work both ways.
Nice, both ways.
Like your beacons.
Yes. Which...
Alright. See those again. All the way back from ME1.
You found one. You saw it all. Our destruction, our warnings. Why weren't they heeded? Why didn't you prepare for the Reapers, human?
It's Commander. And nobody could understand your warnings. The beacon nearly killed me.
Tell him.
Then communication is still primitive in this cycle.
We pieced together what we could, and used it to stop a Reaper invasion 3 years ago.
Then the extinction was delayed.
Now we have your plans for the Crucible. We've started building it.
Crucible?
The weapon your people were working on. I'd hoped you could tell us how to finish it.
Tell us, tell us.
We never finished it. It was too late.
Then I take
Loser.
it you don't know anything about the catalyst.
No.
Yeah, all you're bitching at us and look at you.
Not a scientist. Skilled in one art.
You're not much help for us then,
What was your
bastard.
mission?
Among my people, there were avatars of many traits. Bravery, strength, cunning. A single exemplar for each.
Which are you?
The embodiment of vengeance. I am the anger of a dead people. Only when the last Reaper has been destroyed will those who share my purpose become allies. Those who do not become casualties.
Then I'd say you found an ally. The goal of the...
But how far?
Far
Lies
enough.
are easy to detect, but you seem to be telling the truth, Commander.
We found this at the dig site. I assume it belongs to you.
It is a memory shard.
Could it help us with the Crucible?
No, it contains only pain. But I will help you fight.
Alright.
And the last thing the Reapers hear before they die will be the last voice of the Protheans, sending them to their grave.
You tell him, Mr. Badass.
If you don't mind, I have a few more questions I'd like to ask.
Here it comes.
I've written over a dozen studies on your species. I've published in several journals that...
Amusing. Asari have finally mastered writing.
I'm sorry.
Never mind. What do you wish to know?
We've never seen a...
It was common, complicated.
That sounds
We
very...
evolved as hunters, reading 1,000 details in our
Beginning to understand.
Later, memory has its own...
Things like Reaper.
Yes, I can still sense the turmoil in you.
So, could you read some...
There was liquid, a form of incubation.
I'm impressed.
And if he were my enemy, I would have given him a wide berth. There is great strength in his genes.
Liari, what was Prothean?
Yes, I've always
We are dead now.
I'm sorry.
When I was born, our empire was already at war with the Reapers. The first thing I remember...
What was your civilization?
We were the dominant race of our cycle.
My studies indicated you were the only race.
We were one empire composed of many...
What if they didn't want to?
They weren't given a choice. Any could oppose us if they wished. And if they had...
I had no idea.
It was by necessity. Very early we encountered the...
We've had the same problem.
We could not allow the machines to surpass us. It was decided the only...
Did it work?
For a time. The Metacon War. Until the Reapers arrived. Then we understood machines had surpassed...
So you can see similar to ME1 and 2, how it went with the Geth and everything.
Back on Eden Prime.
The Empire had fallen. And we knew our cycle was...
So more of you were supposed...
Yes. Under my leadership, we would have commanded the races of your time to but traitors within our ranks, indoctrinated agents.
Just out of...
By leaving you no other option, you would have...
We've uncovered quite a few Prothean ruins.
Before the war, we cultivated species who showed potential. But when the Reapers attacked, we ceased all study.
Well, thank you, I think.
Some more. Let's check the
Is there
Crucible.
anything more you can tell us?
Only the stories we... They said our science...
You never saw it?
By that point, the Empire...
Well, if we don't finish it soon, the same will be true of us.
And one
Can
more.
you tell us about your own?
Many of the details were lost. Those that faced the Reapers in the beginning. There were memory shards, however, passed down from soldier...
Several years ago, we found a Prothean VI that called...
During my life, Ilos was only a rumor. If our scientists did have a reason...
Yes, Vigil said they...
The scientists eventually went into...
More of my people survived.
No. But they did stop the Reapers from taking...
I never saw the Citadel. It was captured long before I was...
How did your people...
Attrition. We fought... Entire worlds were sacrificed.
That must have cost you in the long run.
Yes. Then turned against us. But there was no choice. Mercy.
Why do you think your own...
What had been ours, the Reapers exploit. The subservient races became divided and...
I'm happy to say our cycle is different.
Then it may be your only hope.
Thank you for talking with me.
All right, there's all your answers. Some more backstory. Nicely done.
There's also the Select.
The lizard people evolved.
I believe they're amphibians.
They used to eat flies. Commander, you may count on...
And welcome aboard the Normandy.
Commander, Admiral Anderson is available on VidCom.
Okay, we have new powers available on Medbay. I told you that was going to be the case. Here's Javik. We had already just talked to him, so we should be good now. Deck 4 is not the right deck. Crew deck first. That has gone on, oh, we're touch over an hour. That's all right. Let's go to the med bay, and then we will get on the vid. Hack it.
Krogan females find scars attractive. Garrus?
For the third time, Doctor, I'm not...
Ah, Shepard. We were just...
Are you okay?
I'm fine, Rex.
Can't be too careful.
This one is different.
Is he?
Simple blood test.
What kind?
Kind that ends the genophage. Far less painful then.
Don't remind me.
Shepard, please. Distraction's counterproductive. Also affecting comfort of patient.
It was your...
Solarians have minds like a...
Trap. Eve's release my doing. Would never have known about her if not for me.
That was then. But she's...
Understand. But my patient, my responsibility, will not allow her to be compromised by...
You got a quad, Doctor. Keep her safe. Our females have endured...
Now have work to do.
All right.
Prefer females of the species.
There we go.
No.
So bonus powers. This bites. Slam doesn't help us, and armor-piercing ammo doesn't help us this time.
And you have to do it out loud?
Yes, auditory learner. Need to hear self think.
So we can reset everybody's powers. Not gonna... would cost us, but not really anything at this point. Talk to Eve.
Saving my life, Commander.
We owe a lot to you.
They can be forgiven.
Part of being friends, isn't it?
I surrendered it the day I became a shot. But perhaps one day, when this is over.
Thanks for talking to me.
It's my pleasure. I'm glad to see you.
We were a little too
No
quick
more than our
there.
people have-
Then maybe we can...
Deal.
Let's talk to her again.
I didn't realize the...
Rather than we safeguard our culture, our knowledge.
How are you in it? What is that?
Your result. Every acolyte is given a chance.
How did you make it?
I started.
What happened?
A simple crystal. Take it as a reminder, Commander. But an illuminating one.
What do you think?
When he's not trying, his head's big enough.
He's turned into a star.
I know in his heart.
Why would the other clans give Rex?
It's not an... Rex is different.
Do you think Rex...
Some clans will expect it. He understands the cycle of violence must end. Still, he's just one Krogan. If enough clans demand it, he may not be able to stop.
If you don't mind me...
I knew sisters who couldn't. They would wander off into the wastelands.
Did the thought ever cross your mind?
Yes. After my...
What kept you from ending?
When my child didn't draw breath. The genophage forces us. There is no reason to exist other than the hope that the next day will bring...
How do you think things will change?
Our species will find its females will help shape the future. What else?
All sounds
because
good.
Of the genophage, they become wandering killers.
Bringing closure to all 3 games
How's
here.
Morton been treating you?
Better than Krogan males do.
No. Organ redundancy results.
He does that.
But I sense pain in him too. I should consider him an enemy.
Sorry, but your offspring have an allergy to dairy and...
Well, it wasn't his ear.
Last
How'd you get
one.
involved in
The other females and I volunteered.
Aren't they a rival clan?
Rivalries are the invention of the males. Under their... It's time females took back our place in society. And
Would you go to male?
Absolutely. It
The
only
women are
takes
going to
one
take charge again.
I know,
All good.
But she knew she would. Her spirit will be the midwife to my first.
I found Malon's lab.
We learned that too late. We finally escaped into the rubble. Eventually. It's my pleasure, Commander.
There we go. All kinds of information now. Let's go deal with Hackett. And then we will call this video. Oh, new messages. Let's deal with that, and then we'll go deal with Hackett. Thank you, Jessica. We already got that. Eden Prime. Got it.
We could be on the front lines. Why have they got us guarding a door anyway? It's gonna break regs right now.
War makes people stupid.
Come on, let me
Sorry,
through.
talked with Moreau. Electors invaded this ship and kidnapped the crew.
Bogus ass shit. So for the vids, come all the way to the back. Talk to Anderson first.
So I imagine by now you've wiped the galaxy.
Not quite. There've been a few complications.
Aren't there always? Hackett filled me in on the Crucible. Sounds like...
I'm just glad I could take care of one of them for you.
I owe you for that one, Shepard. We even had a run-in with Saren. She and I were...
She misses you.
I miss her. Maybe when the war's over...
You'll see her soon.
I can hope. But you've got a bigger problem right now.
It's what you hired me to do?
Mostly you were hired to kill Reapers. I hope...
Nothing I can't handle. What about you? What's happening on...
I'll spare you the details. But let's just say...
That bad?
You and I knew what we...
Are you safe?
That changes by the hour. I caught a shuttle evac out of Vancouver.
What about the Reapers?
They're harvesting everything that moves. They're focused...
You think you can hang on?
Hell, we're still just trying to talk. No lack of volunteers, at least.
I don't know how we'll win.
Well, you've already died once, and that didn't... Keep yourself safe, Shepard.
You too, sir.
We'll talk again soon. Anderson out.
All right. Conversation with Anderson done. Okay, no Hackett vid. I thought there was one more for us. Let's check war assets and call it a day. 1751 now. So we picked up a couple new ones here. All right, make a save. Don't forget to friend and follow us on Twitch. Like the videos, subscribe to the channel, be much appreciated. Trying to get to 100 subscribers, and we will catch you later.